Welcome everybody to my YouTube channel Grandmaster Guides, and today I wanted to show you guys the game between Magnus Carlsen and alireza firuojzia. So yeah, and that's all the intro is, and let's dive into the game. So here we have um yeah, and Magnus has got 95.0 accuracy by beating alireza firuojzia, which alireza lost with 89.4 accuracy. Magnus got 0 brilliant moves, which even alireza firuojzia got 0 brilliant moves because a brilliant moves is actually extremely hard to find because you need to sacrifice something, and that's how you get a brilliant move. So three great moves, and yeah, three great moves. They are close to this billion move, and by Magnus, three great moves, and Alias are zero great moves. 28 best moves by Magnus Carlsen, and 21 best moves by Alieza Fiorcia, and 6 excellence by Magnus, and 4 good moves by Magnus, and 9 good moves by Alieza, and 3 book moves versus 3 book moves, and 4 inaccuracies by Magnus, but 6 inaccuracy by the Grandmaster Alireza Firuojzia, and 0 mistakes and 0 misses and 0 blunders by the world champion, and 1 mistake by Alireza Firuojzia. Alright, so let's dive into the game actually, how it went. Before getting the center, and knight to f6, and I just made this because to control these two squares, and push. There are many ideas to continue c4, bishop f4, bishop g5, knight f3, and those are the common moves. Bishop g5, the Trumpowski attack played by Magnus. d5 to develop this right square bishop. e3, Magnus does the same to develop this right square bishop, and you can go knight c4, knight c3, and yeah, queen to b3 and attack this d5 pawn. But in this game, Ali is a gambit c5. You can't take because black has a better center, and knight to c6, and knight to knight to f3, and knight to g5, and black is actually winning, and yeah, so knight d2 by Magnus, and to prepare some c4 with more power, knight to c6. Now, Aliza actually took and takes, and now this pawn actually hangs, so you should must support with knight f3. But again, queen v6, you can attack it once again. But c3, that's also a good protecting move. C takes on d4, and yeah, this is a good move. E takes on d4. Now the main difference is the c file is open for black, and the e file is open for white. And look at the white's pawn structure, the b, c, and d pawns. Next, h6. Now, if you take e takes, and you're helping black in the developments, which you should never do, and that actually makes your opponent do the development faster, and they can bring their pieces more faster than you. And look, white is actually very slow. Not very slow, you can actually bring your queen out and castle, but still, this won't look that good. This castling won't look that good, but short castles is better, but it will take more time. And h6, by the way, now this bishop is under attack. And bishop to h4, but bishop to f4 was the best because this is a very nice diagonal. And bishop to f5. Now Ali is just pointing that diagonal. Knight to f3. I mean knight g f3, and e6, bishop to e2. Wow, an excellent move by Magnus. And bishop to e6, good move. G5, g4. I mean g5 was the best, and bishop to g3. And black has some kind of attack by pushing these kings in pawns and castles, which Magnus doesn't care about that attack. And alireza attacks this h2 pawn, which has some weaknesses. Magnus quickly points out this attack diagonal with on g3, forcing alireza to take. And I don't know why did he take with the h pawn, because taking with the f pawn will open up the rook here. And h5 trying to do some attack here, and rook to e1 and inaccuracy by Magnus. Magnus has did some kind of inaccuracies in the opening, but if you go to the end game, as you might have heard, he's the end game god, and he has played two continuous excellent moves in the end game. So you must see this video till the end, and you must see this in the end game. That's what this means. And G6 and in the QSA, I don't know why, but this pawn structure is getting stunted. Then knight to f1, undeveloping it, but the main idea is to come to knight to e3 and attack this bishop, and this bishop is now getting little like trapped and something like that. So knight to g4, controlling these two deadly squares. This can't be actually a threat now, because two knights are controlling that here. You can actually bring the some knight here and offer a trade. But of course Alireza is not gonna accept it and take with the h pawn and open up the rook. So queen to d2, developing and sort of trying to bring the rook here, and queenside castle switches in the QSC. And what? King to king to king to f8. I don't understand why is it the best move. And b4 getting more space. A4 will get a lot of space on the queen side and create some sort of attack. And king to b8, because normally when you castle queen side you should put your king like that. And a4, look at that space. You can go a5, a6, and after takes come bishop takes, and that's so good for white. And f6, knight to f6 was the best, but he plays just f6. Knight to h4, this bishop is actually, Magnus is forcing a trade of this knight for that bishop. And g5, inaccuracy, look at that inaccuracy going. And knight takes on f5. Why is it a great move? It should be just normal. And yeah, e takes f5 must do that. And bishop to d3, quickly attacking the double pawn. And knight to e7, a mistake, because I don't know why. Rook e6 is attacking this, and yeah, that's so good. You can come f3, and that's so nice. But directly Magnus goes f3 and knight to h6. Look at that bad square for the knight. Rook to e6. Wow, the best move now. Knight h g8, and maybe it can stop some rook a1 and some sorts of things. But Alireza goes rook hc, rook hf8, uh, trying to save these, trying to do something to these double pawns. And rook a e1, look at that pressure on this knight. And of course, Alireza retreats it instead of doing some bad things like bringing the rook, and that's not so good for you. And a5, by the way, look at the structure for white, this pawn structure. Also, this pawn structure is also good, very strong with a bishop like this, and a king can never break this setup. Knight to d6, a good move. Rook to rook to the square was the best, as you can't attack the queen, because the knight can simply take, and e6. Look at that pawn marching forward. b6, excellent move, but look at that 2.6, and Magnus goes knight to e3 and inaccuracy, disconnecting these rooks, but still he has a lot of advantage. And queen to d7, the best move, attacking the rook, but knight to d5, that's what Magnus had played. Knight takes d5, and this pawn was also under the pressure that time. Knight to e4, this could have been a brilliant save. I don't know why is it not, and you can't take because queen takes, and look. So, of course, this did not happen. Rook takes b6. I don't know why. And a takes b6, f takes e4. Look at that advantage. King to a7, inaccuracy. b5, look at that space on the queen side. And these two pawns, especially this pawn, can become a queen. But this pawn did not even become a queen this game. And f takes on e4, and bishop takes on e4, solidly protecting this knight, and queen takes on b5. That's just a good move, and rook to c8 was the best, and it could just target something here, and that will be nice. c4, look at that move. Now this is not a free pawn because there is queen to b2, and then king to b8, because else rook to a1 gives the queen. Anyways, rook to a1, and then this queen can't come here because knight to c3 and attack this queen once again. And now black has completely lost. Look, because if you move this rook out of this file, there's mate in one, rook to a8, and that's why this was a big problem. So of course alireza did not take it and come queen f5, which is anyways knight to b4. Look at that, protecting this pawn and threatening this fork. But that fork, look at that triple deadly fork. Rook to c8 and stopping that fork, and that's good. And knight to c6 anyway, and rook can take and bishop can take, but anyways this is kind of good for white, which Magnus uses. Rook takes c6. Of course you can't take with a bishop because queen takes. Look, negative 60, I mean 18. Look at that dead advantage, and this rook is under attack. What? Black is completely winning. Of course, Magnus is not like that to take it. And queen takes a5 first, and b takes on a5, and bishop takes on c6. Look at the knight on h6. It's literally so bad. It's very badly placed. And knight to f5, just improving the position because I said it's bad. And I don't know, he can't do it because just I said it and he can't hear it. And d5, look, the mission of these two pawns are to keep pushing it forward, and even though this pawn hangs, you can't take it because these pawns will be unstoppable. If you take, if you take, that is d6, and if you come with d8, that's d5, and then if you come back, and I have this, and yeah, I'm completely winning. So yeah, d5, and then king takes on this pawn. Wow. c5. Look, you may think that white is winning because of these two pawns are an advantage, but look, the material is actually equal. Look, white and black both are equal, but the positionally these are center pawns, but this is a double pawn, but still these are center pawns. You see the power of center pawns? Rook to d8. Rook to b8 was the best, doing something on this thing. And rook to e6. Wow, trying to do some discovery here. And knight to d4. Look at that fork, trying to win that bishop for that inactive knight. And this you can't call inactive, but Magnus doesn't want to lose the bishop. And look what move did he play. Now you can't take because look at it rising. Takes. This pawn can't be stopped. And that's why bishop a4, king a7, king to b7 was the best. Then trying to come here. Rook to e7, a great move. Look, now only the great moves start. And then king to b8, and another great move, as I said. Not a great move, d6, okay. Said something else, and rook to c8, and rook to e4, getting more aggressive, attacking the knight. Pushing this was a good move. Knight to f5, attacking this, but as I said, this is a waste pawn for white, and that taking that absolutely does nothing. But king to f2, I don't know why did he protect it, as I said. I mean, what did I do? Of course. And then rook takes on c5, a good move, but rook to e8 first, because this won't be good because king can come here and do something. So uh, check first was good, and king to b7. Yeah, you can't come here. If you came here, it will be cool. d7. Look, this is not good for. This is absolutely not good for black. Rook to d5, doing something. This is gonna be a queen. Yeah, d8 equals to queen. Rook takes, and rook takes. And you may think that alireza has lost on time, but has resigned. But that's not the thing. Alireza has lost on time. You can see Magnus with 1 minute 3 seconds. Look before 3 seconds, and then rook takes on d8. Rook takes. Alireza was crushed on time and crushed on positional. And look 6.58. Totally winning Magnus. Magnus is totally winning. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and like down, and don't forget to comment below. And I hope you'll enjoy this video. So